Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, it's a bit different. No intro. Welcome to Sunday night. It would normally be D&D. We are going to be doing D&D going forwards, but welcome to the Tales from the Lost Emporium. I'm here with many familiar faces. Here we go. And one that's missing, but he's in chat, maybe. Unfortunately, Bushy, our DM for the new season of Tales of the Lost Emporium Adventures, has just tested positive for COVID, and we've been speaking to him backstage, and he sounds like crap, and he's not doing well. So we don't
Funkin may have left hell, but Bushy is not.
He's paying for Fonkin's mistakes, damn it. That's what he's doing.
Yes.
But we are here, and we've been spending the week doing new characters. We've got some ideas, and we've thrown them up. And we should meet everybody, right? Let's do the big screen stuff. I'm not going first.
You should go first.
Hey! Pete, how you doing, Pete?
Yeah, I'm wicked. Hello.
Who are you going to be next week, Pete?
Next week, I am going to be playing Large Susan. Large Susan is the thing about Large Susan is that she's quite massive. She's like nearly 8 feet tall, but she kind of keeps herself kind of tight and kind of prim. She has a bow in her hair, and she loves bears. She likes teddy bears. And she kind of, she has this tutu on as well. And, she likes things to be very cute, very teeny and very tiny, and doesn't really have the best spatial awareness. She's the type of person that would, sit on the wrong end of a bench and send the other side sort of tumbling upwards. And I think what you need to know about Large Susan is that she is a barbarian, path of the totem, and it'll come as no surprise that her chosen totem animal is the bear.
Because it's the biggest one.
Because it's the biggest one, yeah. So while she has this, this heavy set eye makeup and sort of pale makeup on her face, look a little bit cute and pandery, in this sort of black bow, in a very sort of neat, sort of brushed tight hair. She has this this really dainty purse that goes around her body, and it's just the face of a panda because she thinks pandas are really cute. But inside that purse is the tooth of a grizzly bear. And when it's time for her to summon the beast within, Large Susan will cut herself with this tooth from a grizzly bear, and will rage. And while she rages, her stature, this sort of small stature, this tightness that she keeps to herself, kind of explodes. Kind of, like when Lois Lane walks out of the room and Superman relaxes and goes massive. She grows in stature when she rages. Susan has a sibling in the party. Large Susan has a sibling in the party.
I think we should meet them next.
Yeah.
Should we? Yeah, go for it.
No, I was just going to say that Large Susan is a very demure creature and would do anything for anyone, but there's no one that she would do more for in this world than her brother and one-time savior, Rahara. I think we're going to meet now.
Hey. So, yeah, we've got family in the party. Woohoo! Hey, Johnny, who are you going to be playing next week?
Hello. Okay, I'm going to be playing Rahar. Okay, imagine, if you will, a aged, withered version of myself. Maybe not withered like because I'm old, just because I've had a hard life. Leathery skin, bit of dirt on my face, bit of dirt in my hair. My clothes are quite messy. Maybe a bit of vomit on them. Yeah, elf. I'm half an elf, so I got nice little pointy ears, but fat face. Pretty much.
You're an halfling elf.
Yeah. I'm also bastard, like my sister, Large Sue. We basically are on the run. So people don't know this, and it's not mainstream, but there is an underground community of elves that are bastards, to be honest with you, when they hunt down things that are nasty or strange or unusual. And both myself and Large Sue are on their target, so to speak. So we tend to just kind of keep ourselves. It's difficult though because she's massive. She's like
And cosplaying as a panda ballerina.
there's a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh, Seffi already loves Large Susan.
Yes.
We haven't even done a session, and Seffi's like, no, I'm in love.
I am a practicing wizard.
Awesome.
Continuously trying to learn more and more and more. Not terribly interested in the world around me, but then why would I be? Crap. People are just out to kill me. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm in the back.
Thank you very
I'm in
much.
the back of the truck apparently.
So the next one with a link to Large Susan, we should speak to next, I think. Hey Dan.
Hello. Yes, I shall be playing Squashy the Bugbear, who does have a link to Large Susan in that we have battled together on the same side, freelance style. Now, Squashy the Bugbear is I think I said earlier, if you can imagine a sort of cross visually between a Ripper from Tank Girl but with the sort of common sense and moralistic strategy of a very stupid Klingon.
Love it.
The backstory is that Squashy's father, because in his pack, his bugbear pack, his father, the legendary Squishy the Bugbear, due to a non-reversible clerical error whilst being named, I should have been Squishy Junior, but I was actually named Squashy, which has brought quite a lot of disgrace to my family because Squashy is a very unwarrior-like name. So I was sent out into the wilderness away from the pack to prove myself. So I've sort of been fighting ever since to try and elevate the name Squashy as high in the annals of warrior history as Squishy. And one day Squashy will indeed be as well respected as Squishy. But I'm generally Squashy is he does what's right for who he's with. He's very loyal, very protective, but he will fly into a rage if he feels disrespected, and he feels disrespected a lot, particularly if anyone laughs at his name. It's a very, very sore subject. And as Gary pointed out to me on a side chat, it is in fact my bugbear.
Oh, that's good.
Inception, bugbear Inception.
We brought it all the way back round. So there's just the other two members of the party to go now, and these both have a more reptilian bent to them. Sherry, do you mind if I go next?
Go for it.
Okay. So, oh my God, I'm being a player. Woohoo! And this is where you realise why I don't normally get to be a player, because I'm a dick. So listen up, fleshbags. Yes, it's me, Susie, the Yuan-Ti light cleric. Yes. Actually, give my beautiful people without forked tongues can wrap your tongues around my complicated name. If you had a real reptilian tongue in your mouth, you'd be able to say my form, which is Sustranik Opti Schwami Derek Horsley. But Susie will do for now. Yes, I'm just here to put you fleshbags back together again. Derek Horsley. I'm just here to put you fleshbags back together when you get hurt, because it suits my purposes and it prolongs your suffering, because you would just go out and get hurt again. And I like the idea of that. Oh, yes. So, I mean, some people, have issues with my outlook on life, and that may have led to me having some. Well, okay, look, I was walking alone down a track in a wood. I've been stripped naked because people in a pub didn't like what I called them. Monkey ball bags, that's what they were. And so they took offence, and all I had was my amulet to Askaroth, the world serpent, the mighty creator of everything, the bringer of light. And I worship him so that we can bring light and keep everybody, thermo-regulating. I love to bring warmth to the area, and I love other reptiles. And that's when I met Eerie, and she looked kind of cool. She was like a white-scaled beast, and I thought me and her could get on and get shit done. Yes, and that's what I'm here for. I told you I get carried away. That's why I don't play. And now, finally, over to the other person holding up the reptilian part of this party.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hi. So I am going to be playing Era Torel, which is a white dragonborn, and she is very much known. She loves living in the mountains, and very much is looks to over her hometown. She tends to go in the mountains just to keep an eye, and she lives there with her pet Drake, who is a lightning Drake, and she calls him Bolt because that makes sense.
Yay.
And so she is going to be playing a ranger from Drake Warden, which is one of the new subclasses from Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Because we are forcing Bushy, whether he likes it or not. The dragons will also be part of this, just because I know Johnny loves dragons.
Shiny new book.
Just outside, shiny new book must play. And yeah, she's had a few run-ins with the different party members over the years. Mainly, think of The Witcher, where she hunts after monsters. And where people have had to be hired before. She works as a team, but you're very much used to it. And I'm just really excited to see what happens with the party. It's going to be great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to not play the good cleric. It's great. I can be chaotic now. It's going to be so much fun.
Gonna reply to Bushy.
Oh.
Is there a reason why?
So
Susie
we've
has why Susie has King Hiss as her background. Is that?
Yeah, because I used to own that, and I didn't. I'd only recently remembered. I didn't know what it was, and I remembered you clipped it together and it had snakes underneath. But it was also you can't find male Yuan-Ti artwork anywhere. So I'm trying to persuade M to do something.
I've got loads of them, mate. There's a new one.
Oh man!
Do you have?
Because it popped up, and I was like, I have no idea what it was.
Do you have a blue drake though? Is that also in your collection? A blue drake or dragon?
Hold on.
Of course it is. Dan's got everything.
Dan's got every toy.
And we need a panda for large Susan. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop. I'll drop a couple of visuals in the group chat for where I do this.
Actually, yeah, Pete, you're a Goliath, aren't you? As well.
Yeah. I'm a Goliath. Yeah, so I'm 7. I'm
the best
I'm
type
8,
of barbarian.
I'm 8 feet tall, but I'm somewhere between those two.
Let's have a look.
It's a super
Beautiful.
knockoff special, and it's got 2 heads, but there is a blue
Yay!
Johnny,
that's how we fought for my birthday one shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's great.
highly desirable. We have a load of these that are quite expensive, bizarrely, but they end up in Hannah's plant pots outside, ruined.
By the way, if the chat has any questions for our characters, you may feel free to ask, and we will answer based on what we think our characters would do.
Mahama will appreciate any questions about airships.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Johnny?
Yeah. I thought.
Seffi instantly wants to draw.
Squashy would not appreciate being asked to pronounce Susie's full name. He's very touchy about full names.
What's that, Squishy?
But yeah.
I'm going to work hard not to be too much of a dick. Yes.
I was going to say, we're meant to be a party.
Yeah. I'll happily heal you all because it means you're going to suffer longer.
I see. That's fair.
Your motivation for healing.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
for
my one and
further
only
suffering.
motivation for healing.
Oh, God.
I do have one healing spell, but it's not a healing spell. I managed to get. I've got the good berry spell, which basically means I can produce like 10 berries, and if you eat one, it heals 1 health. So like, I have an emergency healing spell. It also means that it sustains you for a full 24 hours. So we don't have to
Yeah.
worry about rations.
No more food for the day. That's good.
Yep, don't have to worry about
I ain't
rationing.
got-
So, we're in a dungeon. Here we go. Eat.
I ain't got shit spells like that. I got all fighty spells. I have.
Hey.
Well, I've got
I've got
I've got a sickle, so beat that.
I will say I've got Hunter's Mark because you can't be a ranger and not have Hunter's Mark. That seems like a sin. But I've also
I
got Hail of Thorns is my other spell.
What's Hail of Thorns?
So Hail of Thorns is on a hit. So this uses my bonus action, so like I wouldn't be able to command my Drake. But on the next time I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, so I get to hit before I cast it.
Yeah.
In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex save, or a creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a fail, or half as much on a success. And I can cast every spell above first level. It adds a d10 up to a max of 6d10. But it basically means it's like as I hit, I can do more damage, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, my bonus action will be purely for my Drake.
I have spells, but they're just animal spells. They're just classic empath spells.
So what is it? So I'm Drake Warden. What barbarians are you?
What barbarian?
Oh, well, one of you rages.
Yeah, I'm a totem. I rage. Yeah.
You're a totem barbarian. So what are you,
Yeah.
Squashy?
Squashy's a ranger.
I'm
You're
a
a ranger?
gloomstalker, a ranger gloomstalker.
Yeah.
2 rangers.
Although it might just be because I've killed a bunch of rangers and I've taken their personality.
Oh,
The
he's
ones
not going to
that-
like me instantly.
I
How
don't
well
like it.
trained is the Drake? Does it know sit? My Drake knows beg. It knows sleep. It knows all
Roll
of the
over.
tricks. Oh, 100%. My Drake is 100%. We're going to play fetch with my Drake. It might be like the bad guy's heads, but we will play fetch.
There is it's not an impossibility that the Drake might get eaten in times of desperate hunger when the berries are run out.
No.
You can just summon another one. Don't worry about it.
There's a chance they may not have all their limbs. Look, coming back from the dead isn't an exact science. Jesus Christ.
No guarantees.
What wizard are you, Johnny? Are you a wizard or are you a sorcerer?
He's a wizard.
Just a wizard, just a bog standard plain wizard.
Yeah, but what school of magic did you focus?
Don't know.
You don't.
Wizardry.
I haven't had any official training. I've kind of had to do it a bit.
Ah,
He's like an open university wizard.
right, I see.
He's just been sending off for spells.
Every town he goes
coupons.
to, he gets some more correspondence of stuff
Every
he's
fortnight,
module.
every fortnight I get one through the post.
Coupons.
Yeah. So that's exciting as a guess, really, for me. I'm just miserable.
Oh,
So I don't like it when you're miserable.
Well, I am miserable all the time anyway, because
I know.
I'm looking at the people around me. I got bloody bugbear, barbarian. I think that's a snake. I don't even know what that is. So it says a lot when I actually know what a dragon is. That's dragon.
It is a dragon. You're correct. It is a dragon.
we're on the outside of society. Look at us. We all smell. I stink. My app don't even say wizard anymore. My app don't even say wizard anymore. It says hard.
Think if the party was in Twins, right? With a Danny DeVito character, the party. I think that's quite clear already, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's parties
will-
going off and doing really heroic stuff and looking really cool, and then there's us.
Yes.
Pick up those papers and the trash.
I will say I know my preferred terrain is mountains, and I know that my favored enemy is giants because giants don't like dragons. So how dare they not like dragons? I feel like that's fair. But what is the other ranger's preferred terrain and favorite enemy? I am curious.
Dungeons.
Oh yeah, he's a gloom stalker, isn't he?
Yeah. And what's your
Dungeons
favorite?
and-
I'm assuming.
Well, it's probably not the technical D&D correct term, but anyone that isn't on my team is my favorite enemy.
But you have to. Have you looked at? Dan, do I need to go through your character sheet with you again?
I'm doing it right now.
Look in your character sheet. Look in your features and traits.
I did a bunch
then
of
you'll
stuff.
have-
I did a bunch
you-
of stuff, and I didn't save it, so I just had to redo it again.
Okay.
Oh yes, I did do this. My favorite enemies. I have a bit of Raharam. We might have a problem here. I've just realised because one of the reasons I get on with Large Susan is because my favorite enemies are humanoids, but particularly dwarves, halflings, and gnomish. I don't like the small folk. Don't like the small ones.
But he's elf also. He's elf. You said you were half elf as well. So which stats did you take? The elf stats or the halfling stats?
Let me have a look what I am. 2 seconds. I am half elf.
Half elf.
Half elf.
Yeah.
There we go. So he's fine.
Yeah.
You just can't ever meet his parents. That's when the issues appear.
There's a whole backstory behind their dad.
You must like me because when you and my sister were wrestling in the fucking pits, in the fucking back street bars and pubs in the dodgy little cities that we end up, I'm the one who's hustling all the bets.
Ah. So who's the elf and who's the halfling? The mum or the dad? Which one's which?
Elf dad, definitely. Because my dad, I think, is quite well to do. But now, and because of Large Sue got caught in a situation as well involving elves, like the elf FBI is on our arse.
Ah, I see.
It's safe to say his good-looking elf dad sowed his wild oats far and wild, I'm guessing.
I have a feeling he's got a small bottom as his mother.
His dad's visited hell. Yeah, he's visited.
Yeah.
Based on what we know
Visited
about
the Wandering
Rhapsody,
Emporium.
he's not alone. There may be several.
That's total canon now.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got swamp favourite terrain apparently.
I know. I'm just looking. I thought I
There we
was going to say no, so I'm on it. I'm all over it. Don't you worry.
I will work if you want, Dan. I will sit with you at one point and I'll go through because if we're both being rangers, I am more than happy to help you work through that class.
It would probably help if I knew anything about D&D. I think that would probably help my my playing. Yes, thank you.
I can send you some tutorial videos if you want.
You've sent me loads of stuff. Johnny was like, you got to read the book, right? And I went, book. And Hannah went, you know how many of them I've sold online? About 12 D&D handbooks. I'm like, all of them apparently we've sold. So,
All of them.
Yeah.
So
I think
how many hours of Dungeons and Dragons have you played? Oh, about 500. And how much of the rule book have we read? The cover.
I think it's more. How many hours have you played D&D? Oh, like 400. And what does the second D stand for?
So yeah, I believe we're going to be we're touching on Storm King's Thunder as an adventure as a party.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting. We've got a party of misfits going off and investigating all sorts of giant shenanigans. So
I think you know as well as me, although Adam's DMing now, so
yes,
he's gonna like 1 week we'll be fighting frost giants, and next week there'll be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like,
yes.
All we can do is pray that the T-Rex rolls as well as I did last time.
Yeah.
I was a T-Rex.
And then after that, we get to do a shopping montage.
Shopping montage.
In fact, yeah, week 1. Let's just decide we're going to do a shopping montage. So you're on a wagon in the middle of wood. Yeah, it's our shop.
Yeah.
What kind of a wagon? What
Yeah.
does it look like? What kind of paint is it? Colour is it?
We're going to pimp this wagon up.
Gonna
I
pimp
picked all my
this wagon.
things. I picked all my things. I got a ring. Right. I got a ring that if I put it on somebody and then hit them until they're unconscious, they insta die. They insta die. This is good for 2 situations. A, you want somebody dead. Or B, if you are yourself like being butchered for information, they can't like beat you like, you know, like beat you, oh, I'm unconscious, bring you back, sexy, and then kill it like nah, set the insta dead there. They take secretly grave.
I know I'm crossing the stream somewhat, but I'm feeling in my head that might come in handy maybe in a Pete and in a Jeremiah Flashheart secret invasion into Fatora's wedding scenario. A little switch of the ring, do you know what I'm saying?
Yay,
Yeah.
playing the long game.
Wow.
Oh, that'll be fucking great. I will love it. So just so I've got my notes correct, I'm a Dragonborn Ranger and I'm Drake Warden. Rahara is a half-elf wizard, but you don't know what's your
Evocation.
Evocation. Say
Evocation. It's in chat.
evocation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know words. I don't play.
Evocation.
Wizards is the one class I do not touch with a barge pole. So what's your evocation?
Yeah.
Necromancy. Or is it just
No.
evocation?
Evocation is the school that he's
What
specialised
the
in.
fuck is evocation?
Yeah,
It's the most useful one. I think it's fireballs and stuff,
The
isn't it?
best one.
Ah, fair.
It's the best one.
Yeah.
A large Susan's a Goliath barbarian, which is a totem.
Yeah.
I'm assuming totem of the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you've got Squashy the bugbear, which is obviously a bugbear, unless he's not. That would be quite funny. Ranger Gloomwalker. And
How
then we've
how
got
to completely fuck up D&D. I'm a bugbear,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I'm just
yeah. And then you've got Susie, who's a UNT, a cleric, and the light domain.
Light cleric, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about thermoregulated.
They have to attune to it unless it's one of part of it. Okay. Does anybody in the chat have questions? Because that'd be funny. Just like, what's your favorite color?
Somebody asked what happens if Large Susan loses her tooth, and the answer is she doesn't lose her tooth.
She goes and punches a new bear.
Spoiler alert! Yeah.
So any questions now would be funny to ask, because the rushed and off the cuff answers would then become law and would have to be abided by. So
Yes. Oh, definitely stitch people up.
I'm just curious to know, are we playing this as good guys? Or are we playing this so that we're all being a bit of assholes?
I don't think we should make our plan. All I think we should remember is that it seems that all of us have had a pretty shit backstory, because we got a bugbear sitting, like I said before, I don't even know what that is, in the back of this van. This could be it could be this is the low point. I don't know, and we build from here, but I can't imagine saving children is on my list of priorities at the minute.
and one of our party wants us to die so they can heal us to watch us die again. So.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's what's up.
So Bushy's asking, Squashy, what's your favourite food and which party member will you eat first?
Favorite food is any kind of feral meat, and I am eyeing up Bolt. Am I?
Steffi's asking, wants to know what everyone's alignments were.
Large Susan is chaotic good.
Squashy is chaotic neutral.
Okay. I mean, I may not wish to answer that one.
He's all over the shop.
It's fluid. Well, we see. yes, that is it, Selfie.
I like the word fluid. I like the word fluid. When you got to survive, there has to be a certain amount of fluid in it. Because I know for a fact, me and Large Susan have pulled the cheating people with a cap trick a million times. Like, I give her the balls, she stand there, she's like, oh Lord, you want to move the game, I'll give you money if you win. Then they come across, they're like, do the bet, but obviously it's all rigged, bit of magic, we take in money. Like,
there's a lot of magic, because Large Susan is not charismatic, so there's a lot of magic that goes on in this deceit, I think.
I will say that Ira is just neutral, straight neutral. Not good or chaotic, does whatever the fuck she wants, whatever best suits her at the time.
That's a good question.
Turns out I'm lawful evil. That's the official
Who
one.
knew?
Who puts labels on things, right?
Darth Vader.
Well, in case someone steals his helmet, that is my helmet.
Rahara, do you feel like you should be in this company? You are part elf after all.
What's that got to do with it? Everybody's a bastard, and they're just out to kill her or take something. The humans hate me because I'm half elf. The elves hate me because I'm half elf. Everybody hates me because I'm half elf and half. It's just nightmare. Nobody likes me. I'm only in the back of this truck because I hope we get paid. Really.
Susan gives you an overbearing cuddle when you say this.
I do like your cuddles.
Susie says, I can't heal wounds of the mind. Just get on with it.
Are you guys basically George and Lenny from Of Mice and Men? Is that what
we
you
are
are?
now? I think we are. Yeah.
Essentially.
No,
For the love of God, keep your dragon away from Large Susan.
I was just trying to bet it.
His eyes bulge out.
She's gonna go every day, and she's gonna have to recall it every bloody day.
Yeah, every night.
So yes, the half elf is the most normal human looking one. This is why we don't get all the good jobs. We've just not got the right look. We're fighting prejudice.
Yeah, I'm quite like my skin looks older than I look. Does that make sense? You know, you look at some people and they just you look old, and then they go, I'm like 30, and you go, Jesus.
I've got to get the image out of my head when Rahara is half elf, half halfling. In my mind, you are normal size all the way to the knee, then no shins, straight to ankle. Just goes knee to ankle, like that. The halfling bit is like from your knee down.
I'm not halfling. I'm human. I'm half. I'm an elf and a human.
Okay.
So my father, sorry for the use expression, had an affair with a human, and because of that,
okay,
I was shunned, and because of his position, people have been out to get me. Really put the bastard down in it, because my second name is Bastard in Elfin.
So you fit. Yeah. You don't fit into any group of people. You're shunned by all sides, apart from a giant panda bear.
Exactly. Hence the people I'm around at the minute, because they got enough issues.
So, does anyone have a fear? I mean, Susie does. Susie fears the dark and the cold.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the light, baby. Warmth and light.
Squashy fears disgracing himself in combat.
Large Susan fears loneliness, and she was lonely for a very long time before Rahara rescued her. She was lonely for a very long time, and now her only fear is being alone again.
Which is ironic, because my Rahar's fear is people.
I feel like there's this constant thing of me wanting to sort of cuddle him, and he'd be like, "All right, calm down."
There's a morbid fear of bears. Sweet irony.
I feel like I don't know if I would have a fear. I don't know. I feel like it'd be quite ironic if I had a fear of heights. So fuck it, let's do that. I have a fear of heights.
Level 20. I'm flying a dragon.
I'm also having a panic attack.
Wow.
I have
Amazing.
a fear
That
of
was a
plants.
good question, Selfie. And we fucked up the party more by answering those questions.
No, 100%. I have a fear of heights. 100%.
Excellent.
No scaling giants for error.
But only heights, I think, if I'm up in a mountain and I'm like obviously standing on the ground, it's fine. It's the moment I'm not standing on ground. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is unnatural.
And you have a pet dragon.
Yep. I'm fleshing out my character. Let's go.
Love it.
So, what's the first thing we're going to buy when we get some gold?
Airship.
A bigger sickle for me.
Is it a sickle of returning at least?
No.
Not even a poison one either.
It's not covered in goo. It's not on a chain. It's just a sickle.
Have you got other weapons?
Not really. I am pretty handy hand to hand.
Oh.
That was my Steven Seagal it like that.
Are you a close combat? Are you a close combat ranger?
Hang on.
He runs up really close, slaps him across the face, then backs up and shoots him.
Yeah.
No, he's such a good ranger. He runs up with an arrow in his hand, stabs them with it, and then runs back again.
I take a bullet and I run up and I throw it as hard as I can in someone. And, yeah.
I love how Bushy's now in chat telling you took the blind fighting, apparently.
Yeah,
I did. I remember
fighting
now.
in the dark.
Yeah.
No, I am definitely a ranger. Let's say I stay back, I shoot, and then if I want to get in close, that's when I send in the dragon.
I'm
just now understanding what ranger is.
Can I ask, what did you think it was?
I just good at finding your way around and doing things.
That's also true. Survival is also a big part of rangers.
I think Susie. So back to the gold question. I think when they've got enough gold, they want to take out a contract on the captain of the pirate ship they were previously on because they feel betrayed by him.
Oh, that's nice.
Doesn't want to.
What's the name?
Susie doesn't want to buy any clothes.
No, she's wearing crappy scale mail, but only because it's got scale in the title. But it's like a really shit suit of scale mail.
I thought you were found running naked. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So Susie, he used to serve on the Gnarly Gargoyle under Captain Silvertongue Shikaza, who was also a Yuan T, and they totally stabbed me in the back. So I've got issues.
And what type of ship was that? Was it an airship?
It was a pirate ship sailing the seas.
Well, if we did have an airship, I hate to keep on about the airship, but if we did have an airship, does that mean that we could maybe get vengeance, amongst us, and then we'd have a ship and an airship?
Yes. Or we could get a normal ship and sail it off a waterfall, and for a brief moment, it would be an airship.
Susie puts the irate in pirate.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, totally. Yes.
Susie, as a UNT, will you be snuggling up to the furriest and warmest member of your team?
Yes, but only when Only when I'm sure they're fast asleep, because I don't want to show weakness.
Well, the furriest member of our team is Squashy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Definitely going to
does
be
this
little
mean-
spooning in there.
Is this why Susan loves Squashy? Because Squashy is a bugbear, and it's like basically another bear.
I mean,
Is that
love.
why you two are best friends?
Is Squashy about to get his head popped? Mice and Men style by Large Susan. A real life bear.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, there will be lots of snuggling on downtime, I think.
No tiny huts. No tiny huts anymore.
No tiny hats.
You'll know if Large Susan really likes you because she'll invite you to play afternoon tea with her and her stuffies. That's when you know that she likes you.
You know if Rahara likes you because he'll advise that you don't go for an evening tea with Large Susan.
There's no conversation. We just pour invisible tea and drink it, and I sit opposite like 3 teddy bears with no conversation. But I love it.
I think, Shari, what's Era going to buy with gold? Are you going to hoard it like a dragon?
I don't know. Like, there isn't much that she really wants to buy because she's just like, yeah, there's not much that she'd maybe upgrade her equipment for a bit, but then, yeah, I think she's gonna just hoard it for
Maybe
a
a
bit.
parachute?
I was going to say something
Maybe.
later.
Just buy like a strapping harness ready for the dragon. Take some flying classes. No, I don't know. There's like it's not like Fatora where she had a clear purpose. Era hasn't got a purpose really much. It's just like, just see what happens day to day. Let's go explore. She's pretty good at the survival aspect, and so
One could say that she's keeping her feet firmly on the ground.
I am. Yes. Rahara will take donations for an airship. That is true, because the airship would be cool, though. I do agree with the airship idea.
Have you got any irrational fear of heights?
Yeah, but I think this is the thing. I can work through that. That's how I work through it. I
She's
start
not
going on the
scared of
airship.
heights. She's scared of the ground.
Yeah.
Hitting the ground.
That's what I'm scared of. Hitting the ground.
If we're on an airship, as long as she's standing right in the middle and can't see over any edge, absolutely fine. Not a problem. Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
I will be buying, and this is going to annoy everybody, but I want to try and play my character as true role as I can. I will have to buy lots of paper and magic pen and ink and stuff.
Yeah, you have to get all the ink supplies, don't you?
I
For
will
new
say
spells.
there is a genuine item which is an ink of like an inkwell of never-ending ink, and it basically means you can. We look against stuff like that, 100%.
Quite expensive. We're
Is
gonna
it?
have to kill a lot of people. I'm assuming we're off somewhere to kill somebody because, like,
I don't know.
Are we pretty much all like pay us? We'll kill somebody. Is that?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any doubt on that.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I just heard there was giants involved, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go kill a giant!" Completely, you know.
There is one question asked, which is how much. The only question.
I mean, are we at the point where we need a group name?
Oddballs. With the oddballs. Yes, her breath is cold. She has got cold breath.
Considering myself a leader, we are Rude Dog on the Dweebs.
Who is the leader of this party? That is the question.
I genuinely think the leader is all of us think we're the leader, apart from probably Large Susan, who thinks
Large Susan thinks that the teddy bear's the leader.
Yeah.
So it's good to know airships are only 20,000 gold, assuming you negotiate well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean
that's low mileage, like full service history.
I mean, surely they're free if we go on board and murder the entire crew and just take it. I'm just
that's true.
Yeah. How can we fly it? Dude, you need crews for this stuff. Like, you can't just listen. Can't just buy this stuff and then expect it to run itself.
It's like winning a mansion.
Yeah.
He's well educated. He knows these things.
He knows nothing.
I will say Now the drake is a lightning drake, so it's not quite. You can't quite fry things, like cook things
We
with
could
it. But if I
electrify
just start, if I start electrifying
But-
stuff, which will induce heat, which will cook items, could we open up like a food shop and just have the drake cook all the food
I think, yeah, definitely. The other
as a way of like
interesting thing-
sustainable power?
This sounds like a strong D&D campaign for the next 2 years that we just serve
Let's
hot
have a
pockets.
pop-up.
Yeah, yeah. Pete's like, it's a bit of a busman's holiday, if I'm completely honest.
Maybe the escapism I'm looking for on a Sunday night, you know? Oh, yeah, sure, you're surprised with that.
We're gonna go and make virtual food for 3 hours online every Sunday.
I recently played in a Dark Heresy roleplay game, and it was so hard, and we couldn't figure out where we needed to go. We just then flummoxed the DM by setting up a pie shop in the 40k universe. I went, we literally don't know what else we do. We've tried everything. We're going to make a pie shop. And
Well,
for about 4 sessions, we built a pie shop and made pies and sold them.
That's great. I love it. I love it so
But
much.
it's worth looking at. I don't think anybody's got a particularly decent charisma stat, so we don't have a face of the party to do any of this
Horrible
negotiating for good prices.
I have +1.
That's
Well, we've
probably
got
the
to
best.
wait. We're going to be more intimidation, I think, this group.
Yeah. I
Sounds
will
good.
say, my highest score is Dex, and even still, that's only a +2.
I'm gonna be all over it as long as it doesn't involve charisma, wisdom, or intelligence. I'm absolutely.
Well, that's violently persuading we can do because of the dragon and the bugbear and the Goliath
Yes.
and the
my-
snake.
You'll have to get her to rage for her to intimidate. She won't intimidate naturally.
In my in my real world job, we call that being professionally aggressive. In my real life, that's actually a phrase that's used.
We are starting at level 3, so
Woohoo!
that's how we've all chosen already, and we've got like the Drake available, and like we've got the classes so we've chosen.
It's the
So
best
it's a
starting
little bit, because this is a little bit. It'll also be good for someone like Dan who doesn't just jump in straight at level 9, and it's like, right, you can slowly learn your abilities now. Not here's all of your abilities at once.
If it was possible to start at level -2, then that would be ideal. But 3 is fine. This is all good.
Yeah.
It also means that Johnny, as the wizard, doesn't die from stubbing his toe. Because a
Yeah,
level 1 wizard has
like
I think
4
less
health.
than 10 hit points, probably about 6 hit points to start with.
A
It's
level
rubbish.
1 wizard can start with like 3 health.
I mean, without being rude, her dragon is already tougher than me.
My dragon.
Got more hit points than I have. Like,
Hold on, where's my dragon? Let me find it.
Without
My
being
dragon
rude,
has got-
large Susan's bear-shaped bum bag has got more hit points than
My dragon has got 20 hit points, and it's got 16 armor class. So it's got 5 hit points less than me, but it's 3 armor class higher than me.
hang on then. So he's got, I'm 11 armor class, and my hit points are 17.
So yeah, it's harder than you. Yeah.
But that's
Oh, yeah.
fine.
On
We
the
Let's
aim
do
for the
let's
back.
do
On the one to
HP
one.
AC.
The dragon's going to do me.
Like,
Basically.
we will stay in the back. We are backline fighters. We do not get up close and personal. What is go on, Gary? What is your HP and AC?
21 and 18.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Large Susan.
My HP is 32. AC is 14.
Wow.
And then Squashy.
Same as you, I believe. 25 HP and then 13 armor class.
In addition, though, as part of my things I can do, I can shrug off damage in combat as kind of like when I'm raging. I can shrug off an attack.
Stone's
Yeah.
strength or something, isn't it?
Stone
Goliath.
strength. Essentially, but yeah, when Hulk Hogan just wags his finger, I do that. I do that.
In the wrestling
How-
world, we call that powering up.
Hulking up, yeah.
How does Large Susan feel about giants?
Large Susan speaks giant. She's good with giants. Yeah, she likes them because they're not naturally sort of. There's a big one when she comes past, so she likes them because she feels normal around them.
Because
Oh.
Goliaths
More normal
are
around them.
part of the giant race, aren't they?
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
You're part rock as well, aren't you? You're part mountain, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Large Susan doesn't really have like hatred towards anyone, and she doesn't love that she rages. It's just what she does, you know.
Fair. What languages does everyone speak?
Common and giant.
Common giant.
Common and giant. Yeah, might be useful.
Yuan-Ti?
I mean, I would have been perfect in your previous campaign because I speak Abyssal, Common, and Draconic.
Now you sell us.
Squashy?
I'm looking.
He speaks
Rahara?
anger. He speaks
Yeah.
anger fluently.
Celestial, Common, Dwarfish, and Elvish.
Excellent.
Oh,
Excellent work, Johnny.
nice. Check out the SWAT.
I speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Giant. Because it made sense. I speak Draconic because Dragonborn, but it made sense that I learned Giant because it was also that I didn't want to be able to hear when they're slagging off dragons. So I know. We can get Large Susan to therapy, stop those rages. That's what she just said.
Yeah. Susie will offer therapy sessions, but it just might make you angrier.
Are you still looking for your languages, Dan?
Well, I had it.
Look,
Where is it?
it's on your character sheet now. If you look
Yeah,
on your character
on the
sheet,
front-
it's
on the
on.
front. Sheet.
Yeah, armor,
Bottom left.
weapon,
On the
tool,
front sheet. It's on the top
underneath
left,
the
bottom
passive.
left, bottom left. You find it.
Oh yeah, right in front of me. Why would I choose that? That's insane.
What can you do?
Common, no mission, goblin.
These are things you clicked on as well.
I literally must. Oh, that'll come in handy. And maybe it will. Let's not judge.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Goblin and stuff is a good one to have.
So the reptiles will be speaking in Draconic then.
Mm-hmm. But then I can also speak with the giant in giant, so I am proficient with thieves tools though. I have proficiency in thieves tools. I'm not very, I don't know what it'd be sleight of hand, wouldn't it? I'm not very good at it, but I'm proficient with it. But then I'm also proficient in chess. Oh no, the 3 dragon anti set. Is that chess or is that what's 3 dragon
Sort
anti?
of, yeah. It's a medieval type version of chess, isn't it? I think.
Okay. But I just assumed that to make extra cash, I used to hustle people, which also fits in very well with John, with Rahara. So it's like I can help with the hustling.
I've just noticed I took proficiency in persuasion, and it's not been a particularly good choice.
Oh, what's your persuasion?
+2. It's not mine. It's not minus, but it's only a
There we go.
+2. But if you're relying on me to be doing the persuasion, it's not going to go well.
I've got my highest is +4, and that's in insight, perception, stealth, and survival. That's what I'm good at. I'm so excited to play these characters. This is going to be such a chaotic
It's actually
campaign.
going to be quite fun. I'm glad we did this like
Yeah.
this tonight. I'm glad we did this like this tonight.
It's just going to be such a chaotic campaign.
Yeah.
All of our characters are chaotic.
I can only assume I was drunk when I made these decisions, but I'm going to stand by them.
I mean, I was actually messaging Bushy going, are you all right if I play it as like lawful evil? Because I don't want to be the dick that's the evil guy in the party of nice guys. And now that was all a waste of time, I see. I needn't have worried.
If anything, Susie's going to get eaten first.
I like snakeskin boots.
Yeah, get some boots out of it. Nice warm meat.
Yes, we do hope. We hope Bushes gets better soon. Boo to COVID. So we're hoping next week will go ahead. It could be somewhat fluid. I don't know. With any luck, it will clear up in a week. But if it doesn't, just bear with us. It might be 2 weeks before we're back on. Because now that we've done these, I don't want to jump back to the old characters and just go, yeah, we'll just quickly do another week of them.
Yeah.
Because that'll confuse everybody. Go, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I'm ready.
Yeah. We're good. We want to roll in anger. And there's a lot of anger to get through.
It is. I'm very curious. I'm so curious to see how they like interact with each other and like develop, and because this is going to be a very different party.
Yes.
It's a very different party already. It's a lot more chaotic.
Yeah, it is. It's very different.
It's a lot more hit things first, ask questions later.
And that's fine by me because it means I get to heal you.
Yeah, I'm just worried about who's going to heal you.
I'll just feed her a good buoy. I'm like, yeah, shove this in your gob.
I do a
just
lot of
imagine
hiding
you're
behind
like-
large, Susan.
I imagine that you're like one of these Russian nurses who's just so jaded, and it's just like, this will hurt, deal with it before healing them.
Yeah, there's no sugarcoating. Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're bleeding, but are you dead? No, then get over it. Like, I can imagine that's what you're gonna be like.
I've got a splinter in my finger. Get the bone saw.
It's a very different cleric.
It's
It's a
gonna
very
be
different
the part you'll be limping with Ling's hanging off, and everyone's going, "Is everyone all right?" Yes, we're fine, thanks.
This would be the party you'd want to go to hell for, because none of us would give a shit. We wouldn't be conflicted. It would be like, oh yeah, this is fine.
So make an immediate deal with Gargaroth. Like, we'll kill everyone and let you go.
Yeah.
You want the rest of the party dead? Done. Cool.
Oh, you want all of these souls for your armies? Sure, we'll join. Where do we sign up?
Whatever.
How much
whatever
are you
need.
paying us? What are you paying us? Let's go.
Do I get a semi-detached villa with that?
How many airships? That's what I need to know.
We could definitely work towards the airship. It's 20,000 gold, right? That's.
I mean, we got that at the end of fucking Dragon Heist between each.
Oh, fuck, we're poor now, aren't we?
Oh yes.
Hold on.
And we don't have a bag of holding.
I've only got 10 gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
It cost me 50 gold just to learn a bastard spell, but
No wonder I'm drinking invisible tea with teddy bears. What is this nonsense?
that's why we killing everything we paid to get killed. Anything, that's why. Don't be soppy or nice. Just kill them, because then we get money and then we can buy you more fluffy things.
But don't
Whatever you
forget
say.
to strip the corpses.
50% of this campaign is going to be looting corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly each other's, I'm going to think.
Cool.
I don't want to hoard money though. If I hoard something, I want it to be something that's really mundane, because I feel like that'd be funnier.
Why? Hoarding money totally taps into the dragon thing.
Dragons can hoard anything. What if it just
Like-
starts hoarding people? What if that's what happens? The dragon just thinks where it's hoard.
Pasties.
Yes, 50% of us is looting corpses. The other is us getting chased out of towns.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be getting any bonuses for helping society. Going, oh, we've heard about you guys. You're really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last campaign, we got like given a pub and like we were like heroes in our town. This time it's going to be like, here's a bad goal, fuck off.
Yes.
Get
Exactly
out.
what Selfies just said.
You can pay us to leave. You know what? That might just be our bargaining chip.
So we're going to start a protection racket. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm hearing we're turning into the dwarves that turned up to. Remember, we had them dwarves try and shake us down.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we're gonna be.
It's a weird protection racket where we will protect you from the threat, but the threat is also us.
No, it's brilliant. So we send in the bugbear and the Goliath first, and they start a fight and trash the place, and then we come in and go, "Do you want rid of them?"
And then the
That's exactly how it works.
Then the bugbear and the Goliath fight you guys because we're too enraged to be calmed down.
Yeah, we've got to talk down large Susan first.
You've got to be like with the head shrinkers in WWF. You've just got to like grab her by the hair and like walk her, or like the Undertaker, walk her off with a cuddly toy to distract her.
Yeah.
That's like the only way you can get her to stop fighting. Yeah,
Oh.
we're a cuddly panda.
Oh yes, it's just a panda. It's just a little panda. Oh.
Amazing.
That's excellent. Yes.
Cool. Are we probably about done now?
I think so. Unless
think
anybody
that was
does
good.
anybody else have any more questions, or is the party done? Are we done for the night?
Well, I think we're ready to start stabbing people.
I think we're ready
question.
to start proper next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as Bushy's feeling better, though. It is a.
Yes.
Seffi has a
Selfie's got a
question.
question.
Is the question going to be what level of hubris have you got to say we're going to start stabbing stuff? And Bushy will have us all killed in an hour. An hour.
Yes. I have to say, it's nice to be able to take a back seat and play for a little bit. Because, yeah, it was funny. It wasn't until it came up. Burnout is a thing. So it's good Bushy stepped up.
A real thing, man. Yeah.
But when you think how many nights we've met, if you say to a normal D&D person and you go, "How do you play?" They go, "Yes" or "No." Most of them say no. Then the ones that do say yes I say, "Do you play in a regular group?" "No." Okay.
We're really lucky.
Yeah, man.
We're really
It
lucky.
is so rare to have it run for so long. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Gary, is doing it every week for 2 years on the spin can grind you down a little bit.
Yeah. Slow. It's taken 24 months.
So what you can say in a unique measurement of time that I've just decided we're going to use is you lasted 24 trusses. Pretty good, man. It's not bad.
Oh, that is epic. But I can't give out inspiration anymore. It's wasted.
Seffi is asking, do they have permission to draw all of us?
Of course.
100% they do. Thank you.
I would say what I've got in mind is a shit Jack Sparrow with reptilian features.
A shit Jack Sparrow or current Johnny Depp. Your choice, whatever you want.
Johnny Depp in the Sauvage advert, right? That's on all the time now, but with like reptile eyes and fangs and a green tinge to his skin.
There's a bus stop in Kingston near me that someone defaced that says Sauvage. They've changed it so it says Sausage, and they've
Amazing.
loads of sausages in his mouth, like as in like pictures. So he's just got like 12 frankfurters. It says sausage.
That's the pop-up concept. That is the pop-up concept. That's what we should do. Amazing.
Sausage.
Doherty's Meats. They do a load of gluten-free stuff. They did that a few years ago. It was like
amazing
sausage. It was burying a sausage in the desert.
Yeah.
Wonder if they got a cease and desist.
Yes.
I think it was safe to say they did. It didn't last long. Cool. So, how does everyone else see their characters? Dan, how do you see Squashy?
Squashy is very much like I say, like a Ripper from Tank Girl.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But a little bit. He is a fighter, but he is also often confused. I don't know how you can capture that in a big question mark above his head.
No, one eye one way, one eye the other.
Offside. Yeah, I can see around both corners.
As a ranger, being boss-eyed is perfect. Look, as I look straight on the body out.
Yeah, I
His
could,
depth perception is
Yeah.
buggered. Yeah.
I could wait for the opposite. Yeah, I can see him in the dark, and also in fisheye lens. It's incredible.
But yeah, I mean, his specialism is blind fighting, so it works, right? Make him boss eyes.
His specialist is blind fighting because he's blind.
So you're Toph. Are you basically like Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I've not seen it. It's a film I've not seen. Oh,
Not the film, the show. Aang, The Last Airbender.
never seen it.
Never seen it.
Okay, well, Toph is basically, she's an earthbender, but she's blind. And the reason why she's so good is because whereas everybody else relies on sight, she can feel everyone's movements and predict where the movement predicts where they're going to be. And she can basically earthbend and kick their ass.
Does she have wandering eyeballs?
No, her eyes are closed all the time. But she's great. Toph is like everyone's favorite character. There is one quote which is the boulder is conflicted of where he should beat the little girl, and she just goes, "The boulder's basically shit." And he goes, "The boulder is no longer conflicted." It's great. Toph is badass. You guys, yeah, you should watch it. Avatar, Aang the Last Airbender, or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So, Large Susan, there's elements of Nanny from Docula, wasn't there?
Yeah. I think that's her temperament. Is just generally just a little bit. She's soft. She's very soft. She's got like the air of an empath around her, but like she's also a bit just easily distracted.
Are you going for the tattoos and bits of rock emerging from your skin, which is the Goliath thing, and no hair?
No, she has a tiny amount of hair, which is like matted into a comb over with a bow in it.
A bow in the tiniest bit of hair. Just
when people like try to dress a baby up or whatever. Or
Isn't that like one of the Rugrats? Didn't one of the Rugrats have that?
Yeah,
the bow?
I was going to say Pebbles Flintstone, but yeah, I think a Rugrat is better. Yeah, Lil. I think Lil from the Rugrats, but massive. And I'm wearing a tutu and cosplaying as a panda.
You should have called yourself Massive Lil.
Massive Lil.
Oh, that works because Lil is little. That works. That's clever. Massive Lil. Oh, I might rebrand by next week and be Massive Lil.
Yeah.
that might settle the score of who's the better Susan.
And so we've got White Dragonborn Ranger. Are you? Is it Big Muzzle Dragon, or are you the more humanoid type dragon?
Who, me? I'd say I'm a more humanoid type dragon in like some regard. I imagine it's basically like from Hunger Games, that kind of thing, where it's like very much likes her bow, very much likes her bow, will not get close combat if she can help it. If she can help it, she's like, no, not doing this. But I also imagine like I just imagine it more to be that for any time, because right now her dragon's small. Like her dragon isn't medium or large; it's small. But I imagine when this dragon gets bigger, it is just going to be that thing of just having the dragon curl up around her and be like, "This is where I live now."
Awesome.
Just snuggle up with the. That's just what's going to be.
Right.
And then I know Johnny's clarified the half elf. What was it physical features wise again, Johnny?
Just like he can't be that old, but he looks old. Do you know what I mean? That leathery skin that people get.
Glasses, little round business glasses.
Oh, just grey dishevelled hair. Just dirty, really. Bit of a beard. Just dirty, really, and a bit like trying to draw as little attention to himself as possible. I think is the.
Cool. Here goes.
Right.
Dishevelled.
You know, he got the classic robe, which is nice, wizard's robe, but you wouldn't tell because it's so dirty and he could use prestidigitation. I can't even say one prestidigitation to clean himself.
Prestidigitation. Yeah.
But he deliberately doesn't. Sometimes, like, yeah, Yeah, he's
At
been
least not
weird.
when around these folks. It's just like it's not worth it.
I spend most of my time reading. I'm not much of a conversationalist, really. I just read.
So,
And I'm always copying things into books if I can. Like,
so
it's a big.
Rahara is aggressively unhygienic. Is that what we're saying?
Just to keep people at bay. They're almost like, you know.
Bye,
See you
Bushy.
later, Adam.
Think you'll get well for next week. But it doesn't matter if you're not. We can postpone for a week. We've warned everybody that watches. Cool. So I think we're about done anyway, aren't we? I know we said that before.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're ready,
So,
we're ready to play.
I think we are. Yeah. Ready to roll some dice, cause some chaos. So we will hopefully see you next week, but bear with us. We'll put out a message if we're not going to. So look out for that on the Sunday if it lands. Other than that, we'll be back with the new campaign. Thanks as always to our sponsors. I forgot to mention it earlier. Lost Boys Pizza down in Camden. Woohoo! Monkey's Emporium, who was back on with an auction tonight with Dan as well. My friendly local gaming store, Shea Glass Games. Support all your own friendly local gaming stores. In fact, just support all your local stores, because two of these guys run local stores, run local businesses here, and it's important. Excellent. Cool. I guess just the only thing to remain now is to hit that end broadcast button really awkwardly. Are we all ready for this? We will catch you again soon, folks. Bye.